Hey y'all, I'm going to give you guys a quick update on what happened at speech therapy. It's been a few days and I hadn't came in and did an update, but pretty much we went to the center or the clinic or whatever you would call it, and we checked in and they gave me a long packet of information that I had to fill out for Alex before we got started. And upon arriving, I noticed that the establishment was very dirty. It was very not clean. I don't know. That really bothered me for some reason. So that was the first strike. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just telling y'all like my experience on what happened. And I know I can be like very nitpicky about things, but these things kind of irritated me a lot. And next we sat down and it was a lot of people in there. It was a lot of families in there. So I'm assuming how things work at that particular location is that the therapists come out and grab the kid or grab the patient, and the parents stay back, of course, while therapy is in session. They have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. So that's what I seen. That was my observations. Now for the evaluation, I thought that we were going to be able to maybe watch or like kind of be hidden somewhere and could watch, how the therapists interact with Alex, but that was not the case. Um, After filling out a couple different forms and waiting for a good 30 minutes, the therapist finally came out. I was in line trying to give my papers back, but she had found Alex and Big Alex, and I guess she was talking to them or whatever, introducing herself. And by then, the waiting room was a hot mess. It was chaotic. Like there was absolutely no structure in there. They had signs everywhere saying, "Please control your kids," or "Please, watch your children. Don't have them running around." It was kids everywhere. It was almost like it reminded me of like school dismissal, like when you dismiss when you're out of school and it's just like crazy. Like it was so crazy, and I was just like, wow, like there were kids running out of the door. Therapists were chasing after the children because they were eloping, and they were trying to escape because they didn't want to go back in. They didn't want to go back to the therapy room, so they was throwing tantrums and going into all types of behaviors. And I know that's not their fault, but like I feel like the therapist did not have any type of control, or the parents. The parents didn't have no type of control over little things that could have been prevented. Now, things that the kids cannot control, I understand, but it was certain things that they could have controlled and it was not controlled. Like, I kind of feel a way that kids were able to just run out of the door. I mean, even though it was like in a building, so if they can't run out the door, it was like elevators and things right there. But like, I just feel like that was not safe. I used to work with autistic kids, children with autism, at a clinic, and I did ABA therapy with my clients, and I loved how we would do dismissal and pickup. Like we would go out to the cars and get the clients. It was very controlled. We was always out there waiting. I don't know. It was a lot of red flags. So anyway, when she finally came back and got us, we went into the evaluation room. She asked me a million questions about Alex and what was my concerns, and she kind of didn't give me any feedback then. She almost kind of seemed like she was nervous. I didn't want to say that, but I was getting the vibe that she was nervous, or that she was kind of intimidated. She didn't know what to say, or she was kind of shaking. I'm like, okay. But anyway, she was younger, so I was like, okay, cool. So she was like, well, okay, well, I'm going to take Alex into my therapy room and I'm going to evaluate him, and I'll, you guys, and anyway, I'll take him and you guys will come, I'll call you back here once we're done. Okay, so I was just still sitting there, and she was like, oh, you guys can go back in the waiting room. Like, she didn't even tell us to go in the waiting room. She just grabbed Alex and walked out, and I was just like, okay, like, I don't know. It was just weird. So then it took like 45 minutes. And she finally came back and got us. And we walked back in the evaluation room, and she told us Alex's score. She said he did good listening. He did good following directions. But she said that he had a moderate speech delay, which was good. I was happy to hear that. And he did qualify for the services. She said that he is having some trouble with the expressive language and vocalizations. That's really all she said. It wasn't a great deal of detail. I didn't get any paperwork so I can understand, what was going on. It was just pretty much straight to the chase. I don't know. I don't want to say I wasn't feeling her, but I just kind of wanted more in depth, and I wanted to see what she was doing with him, and I wasn't able to see that. So, I wasn't disappointed. I'm happy that he's going to get his 2 sessions a week, and he'll be able to get services for 6 months. Oh yeah, and then she did say it was something that he scored mild in, which was good. And she said that he wouldn't be able to get services for that section. But like I said, I don't remember what that section was because it wasn't written down. She was just throwing like a lot of information, but not that much information, if that made sense. Like she was saying stuff, but I still wasn't grasping what she was saying because I was confused a little bit. I don't know, whatever. But I was happy about that. Like I didn't want bad news, but I just wanted to understand her more, and I feel like she was just very like just straight to the point. Like she didn't really go into detail at all. So she said she'll do his report and then send it off to his pediatrician, and the pediatrician will authorize it, and then they'll hit me back up in like 4 to 6 weeks to start everything. So that's a good thing that he gets his speech therapy. So hopefully everything goes well. I don't know, that threw me off, like the cleanliness of it all, and just, but I guess it didn't matter because once you go in the back, it's like it looks clean, it looks nice. So I don't know, I just was thrown off. But that's all that was explained. So we are excited about the speech therapy that he will be starting soon. So I will be doing a lot of updates about that, recording his journey doing that. No, I can't record him in therapy, but just recording how his days went. And what else happened? That's it. Oh, excuse me. By the way, I finally tried that Popeye's chicken sandwich. And I was going to record myself eating it, but we was in the car and I hadn't ate all day and I was so freaking hungry. But it was good. It was good. But I feel like Popeye's chicken sandwich and Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is not comparable. Like you can't compare them. Like you can either have a taste for Popeye's one day or you can have a taste for Chick-fil-A one day. So that was that, and that's it, guys. That's all that I can really talk about right now. Today was an okay day. My baby girl is teething so bad. Like she's teething, she's putting everything in her mouth. She has like a little runny nose or a cold. It kind of felt like she was running a fever last night. She didn't sleep at all last night. She was tossing and turning, and she slept pretty good during the day, but you could tell she just was not having it. And I really hope and pray that she has a better sleep tonight. But yeah, her teeth are coming in, so I feel like that's what it is. And she had 3 poopy diapers today, but the poop kind of didn't look like her normal poop. It almost kind of looked like watery, like diarrhea. So I don't know what's going on. I think it is the teething because it wasn't no other big symptoms. So if she wasn't that bad, she wasn't like, oh my baby's sick, but she was definitely fussy. I just heard a noise and that scared me, but I forgot Cassidy is in her crib. It might be my neighbors next door. Oh, that scared me. I thought she fell out the bed. But anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to check in and tell you guys. We do have speech therapy now. He will be getting his speech therapy 2 times a week. I pray everything goes well. I pray that my baby enjoys himself. I pray that he learns something, and I pray that I'm able to learn some things too. That was my main reason to wanting to see what she was doing with him so I can learn. But you know, there'll be future references, I'm sure. And if you guys are watching this, keep me and my family in your prayers as we start this journey with him doing speech therapy and starting school soon. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I know my videos can be a bit redundant, but I'm just, like I said before, I'm just doing this for memories, just to look back on. And I'm just doing this as an outlet, just to vent or just to express myself, or you know, just to do updates or record my children. So I appreciate the ones who watch. Thank you for watching me, I guess, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Peace.